Hey, so here I am, just like a few seconds stuff just after the other one video I'd made. Damn, my hair. Uh, yeah, so I mentioned in the last one I'm gonna just wear the beanie and stuff. Been wearing beanies for years. The main reason is because I do like having long hair, and it's very rare that I ever fucking style it. And even if I do style it, a lot of times I'm not fucking happy with it because I've just been wearing beanies for so fucking long. You can kind of tell it's like it gets a little frizzy. I mean, because it's like kind of curly and shit like that. And I don't do everything with it that I should. Uh, I'm hoping to transition out of beanies though. It's something that's kind of been bothering me for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's like self conscious type thing in a way. But anyways, whatever. So in the last video, just to kind of recap, is talking. We had a conversation in public with somebody about black metal. It's the first time this ever happened in like the 15 years I've been listening to black metal. Roughly 15 years. That isn't somebody that I introduced it to or like mentioned about it. Me other than like me and my wife. And anyways, the person said that they was 19. Wife's 28, getting ready to be 28. Uh, Towards the end of the month. But anyways, so kind of with that, it segues pretty good into something I wrote down that I wanted to talk about. Um, Actually, like a couple weeks ago, whatever it was, and it's just so weird to me seeing someone younger, right? Like you see babies out in public, it's like, oh yeah, they're young. But I mean, just someone who's like technically an adult, someone who's technically just a human walking around. Like I feel like it should have skipped from like our gen growing up, and then getting to like a certain point where you see a lot more people kind of having babies and stuff like that, and then being like the ones that have babies. You know what I'm saying? It feels like there shouldn't be anywhere in between like my gen and my gen's kids. You know what I'm saying? Um, which I'm technically Gen Z. Just on the upper end of it. Um, which, but the point that I'm getting at though is like it's just so weird because I feel like I was and should be like the last generation. Because obviously I don't fuck with these people. It's like my mom's side of the family stuff. I don't go to the family gatherings or all that bullshit. I don't deal with any of that stuff anymore. Don't even really go to funerals unless it's like someone I feel like I really fuck with or whatever, right? And there's the ones I really fuck with are just a couple of them left, right? So, and they're not too much older than me, so should have a bit of life left in them. Anyways, point that I'm trying to make here, it's like it's just weird. It's weird seeing people younger, and I'm still off that mindset because I can't believe it's 2026. I graduated in 2016, right? It's uh, here in like I guess about half a year. It'll be like 6 months since graduated high school, and been smoking since I was 18. You know, uh, like which I guess in my eyes I was like, damn, I started smoking late. You know what I'm saying? I was just of age to buy them, which they raised it up to 21 when I was 21. And but it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I just don't. Which I guess it's 21 all over America. I guess it's just my state or whatever. But anyways, bought a fucking pack of Marlboro Southern Cuts today because I'm gonna do like a review videos, kind of requesting stuff later on. And motherfucker's like $9, bro. It's crazy. Which I know there's some places you can go to get them cheaper. I should have looked at the pricing. I really didn't. But it's kind of like one of the things, like whenever I got the wife, and especially the baby, like, I mean, that's the main thing. I can't just run all over town and like shop around to save $1 on a pack of cigarettes and stuff like used to could or whatever. Um, but anyways, though, um, I remember when our Marlboros were like $5 and something, right? Then they was up to seven forever, right? And I feel like there's still seven in my head, you know? It's like my favorite cigarette of all time is Camel non filters. And I remember when they were $7. I was like, fuck, man. I hate to even know what they are now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna buy a pack once I've made it, um, because I do plan on like quitting smoking at some point in life. I'm not going to until I get like everything kind of done. It's like the one thing to kind of pull me through it all. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting everything set up and going, and all these life goals and stuff. And I do really enjoy smoking. Um, I just kind of use this as like it's harder for me in food prices. Some stuff kind of fluctuates. But I feel like the pricing of cigarettes is like something that I kind of use to judge my time with, or like my timeline with, right? And it's like I've been truly on this grind set since I was 21, getting everything kind of going. Um, and even then, my plans have changed over time, kind of where I'm going, where I've been, as far as getting everything set up and going on. So, like, truly, this whole journey of getting everything set up for these rentals, realistically, has only been a little less than 3 years. And I feel like I'm still kind of stuck in that, like, time frame of that because it's taken this long to kind of get everything going on. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I just feel like, I mean, I was kind of buddies in school with some people that's like a year younger, stuff like that than me. Which would have graduated like 2017. And let me look back. I completely lost where I was going. My mom's family, right? Okay, so I was the youngest of all like the first cousins and shit, right? There's a pretty decent amount of us and stuff. And I just always felt like I was the young one, right? And even though like some of these people in school is like a year younger, you know, they're just going to graduate a year later and stuff like that. Like to me, that's still like the same batch of kids, right? Like it's not just year by year. I feel like, you know, what's 2015, 2016, 27, you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of like the same. And like I'm still into the shit that I was into, right? Like I kind of relapsed there a little bit whenever I thought I was just going to pull up my big boy britches and do life and just life sucks and everything. I realized there's like alternatives to it, but but yeah, it's almost like just the passage of time is so weird. Like there's not really a point here. It's just an observation that time is like time's kind of crazy, you know. Feels like I've been on my, you know, getting my passive income and my uh, business set up and stuff grind set for these last few years. And before that, it was like get the farm set up. And before that, it was get the house set up. And before that, it was like, um, just where the fuck did I even start? Like, where did I go from here? Right? Like, I've been in these different eras of time, and I just kind of hop from one to the next. Right? Like, I'm always continuing. I'm not. Oh, well, I've got the job. I've got the place to live at. I'm good. You know. Um, I didn't want to rent for more than a year. That was the goal, right? That's what we did. Just rented for a year, got a house, and then was able to acquire the farm around the house, right? Then, you know, I was like, okay, this is it, like set up. So I kind of wondered there for a little bit, like, this is life, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna live this life forever, okay? Then here comes my daughter and stuff, right? I talked about this in some of the other videos, but I took like a month off after she was born, and you know just spent time together there, right? Like especially me and my wife, we was like taking shifts. We had a mattress we laid in the living room because it's cold. Whenever she was born, yeah, it was in early February and stuff, and so we take shifts sleeping there on the fucking mattress in the floor in front of the wood stove. You know, whoever uh, put in some wood in the stove before, when us fell asleep, and then, whoever's up is just kind of feeding the stove, taking care of the baby, and I was like, man, this is just all I want to do. There's been a couple of instances in my life that has been, and I'm going to talk about this in detail in another video at some point, that's been what I consider the greatest moments of my life. And that time that I spent right after my daughter was born, and me and my wife were just taking shifts, doing that, um, is probably the best. There's one other time that comes to mind, um, but I honestly, I think that this here, I could safely say that it is the best, because this was like an extended period of time. The other time was just basically like a day that kind of bled over into another day a little bit, right? So, but it was during that time frame that I just discovered this path that I wanted to be on, and you know, um, this is just where I wanted to be, and I'm pushing forward with everything. And by this spring, I truly believe that I'm going to have everything set up or finished set up during the spring. Of course, I'll build upon this that we're creating. Um, over the years and stuff. But my point is like I've just been jumping from one thing to the next for the most part, and I've just been on this grind set, and I just haven't like been in any interactions with people or anything like that, and that are like out of a truly different age group and stuff like that. And it's like, um, even without that experience, we kind of had today's store is like I thought about this, but then you kind of realize that there's a lot of people out there that's actually younger. Like time didn't stop. We wasn't the last generation of kids that was born, because I truly still feel like a kid. I mean, I think a lot of it comes from the fact that on a daily basis, if I have to speak with anybody or talk with anybody or take care of shit, I'm doing this business stuff. And it's like all of my interactions is with old motherfuckers and stuff like that. So I'm like half, if not more than half their fucking age. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with this. But, anyways, just kind of ramble. It's not a point to it all or anything, but it's just an observation. I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody else will watch this or if you've ever felt like this, if you do, but I mean, there's people out there. Time doesn't stop for you, right? Like shit keeps going on. So, but anyways, though, probably gonna make at least one more video just because it's a topic that I didn't write down. Um, so I wanted to be sure and covered it. I kind of did this one here impromptu because it's a good segue, but from the last vid. But anyways, have a good. Talk to you in the next one.